Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Kartech Supermaniac. So today is lesson number 2, and today the main thing that I would be teaching you is how to add transitions between the videos. So are you ready for it? Let's go. So I hope each and every one of you who are watching and who are following would have tried out yesterday's technique, that is to put a video, chop it into video clips, put the clips onto the timeline, attach them next to each other, and then run and see how the video looks. Great. If you all have done that, kudos. Now let's go ahead for the next step, that is to add a transition. Now, what is transition? So in movies, what happens is that there is a cut, and as soon as the cut happens, the scene changes and there's another scene that is going on. Whereas when you talk about the videos that we make, we would like to have some kind of a transition that helps one video to go into another video. This gives a smooth feel to get into the next video. These are really important, as some transitions help when you want to give an emotional feel. Some help you give a dip. For example, the song has a dip. Transition also will help you give a dip. Let me show you an example. This is a random video that's going on. Now just look at how it... Yeah, if you could see this part, I'll show you once again. So now you were able to see a transition that was dip to white. So when the song is not running but you have a video, if the video also dimmed down and again came up with the audio, it gives a better feel to the video and the viewer gets more into the video. So you could see that how proper transition helps. Sometimes what happens is there are some songs which have really good beats. That time we just need to change the video with perfect cut. There's no transition that you can add because there's no smooth motion. But when there's a smooth motion in the audio, or when the audio going behind is like smooth and you just want to change the scene, if you change it with just a cut, then it doesn't look so good. So let's learn different transitions and how to add them in Premiere Pro. So getting back, we had two small video clips that we had. That was drive car and walking road. I'll add both of them. And let's see whether it's playing. Yeah, it's perfect, it's playing. So let's, like yesterday, we know what am I doing here? Can you tell? Yeah. Let's Control Shift K. Control Shift K. I'm just cutting it into random pieces, chopping it into random pieces. And I'll chop this also into two random pieces. Now what I'll do, I'll delete the entire thing here and take this and add it out here. I'll take the whole thing and add it out here, and basically I'm shuffling them so that when I add a transition you'll be able to understand how a change is happening. So see, now the video, if you see out here, cut, the video changes, there's no transition. Again from here, what I'll do for now, I'll just remove the audio because the audio is a bit disturbing. I'll just remove the audio. So yeah, again from here, we'll just see, and there's a change. So see, for example, now there was a change, okay, here. So somebody is walking and before that you're driving a car. Now if we give a transition, so how to give transitions? We have to go to this region and press this arrow and go to effects. In effects, there is this folder called video transitions. Click on the arrow, drop down, scroll down, and you'll see there are so many transitions. Now one thing that you have to learn is that once I'll tell you how to add a transition, then your job is to go ahead, open each one of these folders and add the transition and see what kind of effect does it give. So I'll just tell you how to add it. To add a transition, you need to click the transition and then drag it, and get it to that region where these two videos, see, this is a video, this is a video. Maybe I'll just remove the blue marker so that you'll be able to see. Like, this is the region where we want to add the transition in between. So I get this cube spin, I'll drag it and I'll place it here. See, it shows me that it shows me a highlighted region in between the two videos. I'll just place it there. Now let's get back and check. So I added the cube spin. Let's check. Yeah. So you're able to see how the entire video was like a 3D cube and the video shifted. Let's take flip over. Now to add another transition, for example, instead of cube spin, I don't want cube spin here, I want another transition. Just take the next other transition that you want, get over here and add it. The previous transition would be deleted and the new transition would be added over it. Like the previous one just goes off, it's replaced. So that's flip over. So most commonly these flip over and other things I don't use. I'll tell you what I use most frequently, that is cross dissolve. I'll show you what is cross dissolve. So when you add cross dissolve, see, it just dissolves into the next video. So I use cross dissolve very frequently because it just gives a flow. So if there is a proper beat, let me show you how the cut helps without a transition. That is just the direct change, what I call as a cut. The direct cut will help. Just look at it. So here you can see that there's a beat in the music. One. Saw that? And they changed the video with a beat. Again, on the beat it changed. So when you cut on scenes like this, then there's no problem. Now when you don't have a song with a proper beat in which you can change and you want to change in between the song, so you can use this cross dissolve. Just see. Now sometimes you want the cross to be in the sense the region where let me show you. See, this is the area that the transition is applied for. That is, till here the video is normal. At this point, if you see both the videos are on each other, there's an overlap and it slowly gets into the next video. And now if you want this session of overlapping to be longer, then what you can do is you can click on the transition, and as soon as you click here under the effect control tab, you will get this path. Here you can extend it. So now when you extend it, see, what I did was I extended the video. I have extended it more into the second video. So what happens is there's a lot of first video still there and there's a very slow transition. Now if you want the transition to be really fast, for example, if I get both of them very close, then you can see the transition is so quick. At times when I want the transition to be a bit longer, then what I can do is I can increase the duration of the transition. See, I can just increase the duration so that when I increase the duration, a larger amount of overlap happens. This might be useful in certain cases where you want the region to have an overlap for a longer time. It gives better feel. Now, where to have a longer transition, where to have a short transition, this depends purely on your video and your audio. If the song is really slow, you would love a slower transition. If it's a fast song, then you would like to have a faster, quicker transition. So this is totally based on your view. But that is one thing. Otherwise, you can even increase the transition from here. Like you can hold it directly on the timeline and increase it. That also can be done. Otherwise here, and here there's an option for alignment. That is, for example, if you want the transition to be such that both the videos are equally overlapping on each other, then you give center at cut. Now for example, if you want the first video, okay, to be more, first video to be having a larger part in the overlap, then you give end at cut. So when you give end at cut, just look at this. See, there's a lot of region from the first video, and the second video starts. Second video starts like here. Now when you want your first video to have the entire portion and the overlap to only be in the second video more, then you just have to go here and give start at cut. So when you give that, see, your video goes till the end, and then slowly you start moving into the next video. A major portion of the transition happens on the other video. Now this you can manually also adjust. For example, like I had shown you here, like you can go center at cut, and you can manually also adjust from here by moving this transition bar here. You can adjust how much you want the first video to be overlapping and the second video to be overlapping. That's not an issue. Usually a center at cut works well for all the videos. Sometimes when you have lack of footage in either of the videos, then you go for these settings, because you have a lack of footage but at the same time you want to give a transition. So that time you need to do these small tweaks here and there to make sure that there is a transition and the video also looks perfect. Now there are some transitions like wipe. Let's see what is a wipe transition. In a wipe transition, the entire video wipe, like one video swipes over the other video. These transitions also help at sometimes when you are making, for example, a video with just photos. For example, after your college days, you want to make a memory video, just a song in the background, and you don't care how the song and the video is going to match, because the song is going to give an overall feel to the video. Then you can just, what you can do is go ahead and put these transitions. That time all these transitions, you can open all these folders out here and keep adding these transitions. So there are cross and zoom. So cross and zoom, what happens is, as soon as you see the video, there's a zoom out that happens. Now that also you can change where you want it. Starting should be in the first video should have more, or the second video should have more, all these things. That is common for all the transitions. Yeah, so that's all is for this lesson of how to add transitions. So let's just quickly recap what all we have learned. Yesterday we learned how to add a video onto the timeline, chop it into only that much what we want, add another video next to it, attach them together, and without a transition just try playing and seeing how they look. So for example, this video out here, and we are playing and we're just seeing that how without a transition there's a moment. Now today what we learned, that if you want to make this transition look better, under the effects tab here, down here, there is an option called video transitions. You can go to video transitions and you can add several of these effects. For example, let's add a page peel out here and see how it looks. So you give a page peel and see like a page, how a page peels, like that the video changed. So that way you can give transitions. So now I guess each one of you are in a position to put different videos of your choice onto the timeline, add transitions to those videos, and again play them. So yeah, tomorrow what I'll be doing is I'll be showing you that for the next 12 days what I would be teaching you. So I'm not going to go deep into Adobe Premiere Pro. That is, if you click any of these, there are so many options that come. So at the end of these sessions, you won't be able to open up anything out here and tell that, dude, you know what, I know each and every tab and sub tabs which are there. I know everything which comes, how to do anything. Like, you can't keep Adobe Premiere Pro in your fingertips. What I will be teaching you is to how to put about your videos that you take, stitch them properly, add proper transitions, give proper music, and then export it into a final video so that you can condense your memories into a proper video and it would be fun watching it again and again. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching Kartech Supermaniac. I am Karthik Subramaniam, signing off.